Hey guys, okay, so I told y'all I was gonna make a video today giving y'all some tips about having a natural birth. Sorry if the camera's all shaky, I'm trying to hold it. Okay, so my first tip is the support people you choose. Make sure that the people you choose to be in the room with you are totally on board. That they don't recommend you getting any pain medicine, that they're all for the natural birth and they're supportive. This helped me out so much. I had my husband, my mom, and my aunt, and they all knew how much this meant to me, so they all were very, very supportive. The second thing is to do research. With with Titus, my 19-month-old, I wanted to have a natural birth. I didn't do any research about it. It was just something that popped in my head, and I was like, hey, I want to try it natural. When it came down to it, I ended up getting an epidural because the pain, it's so intense that it freaked me out. So do research. They have so many YouTube videos you can watch. Watch YouTube videos, read blogs about women who've done it, just so you will know what to expect. My third tip is I made a checklist. If you saw in my other video about my birth plan and my checklist, it would show what all I wrote on it. But what it was that my husband was so supportive, but he wasn't going to watch 1,000 videos with me and read 1,000 blogs and all that. So, sorry, the baby's waking up. He's waking up. Hey, man. You want your big monkey Nunu? Here you go. There you go. Anyways, he wasn't going to watch all the videos and all that. So what I did was I made a checklist for him that had everything he needed to do at home, when we got to the hospital, how to set the room up for me. It had a list of things for him to try whenever I was hurting, different positions, what to do if I became really anxious, what to do if I was nauseated. It was just something for him to go to and look at, where I wouldn't have to tell him, hey, try rubbing my back, hey, try putting a rag on my forehead. Because when I'm in pain, I'm not going to want to tell him what to do to help me. So this was something he and the other people who were in the room with me could just look at. And they did. They looked at all of it. They did what was on the list. I didn't have to tell them what to do, and it worked out great. It made things go so much smoother. So I definitely recommend that you make a checklist. And if you want to, go watch my video where I told you everything that was on my checklist to get an example of how to do it. The fourth thing I recommend is to be organized. I had 3 bags I brought to the hospital. I had my hospital bag, which had my clothes and my husband's clothes in it, the diaper bag with the baby stuff, and then I had my labor bag. And in my labor bag, everything was organized so that people didn't have to dig and look for anything. It was just all right there. So that helped out too. You're waking up, man. Another thing I recommend, the fifth thing, well, one second, let me get the baby. Hey, okay, I'm sorry. Now I got little Judah in my arms, and he's getting hungry, so I'm gonna hurry up. Okay, the fifth thing is, was it fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, was to bring a sports bra. The hospital gown drove me crazy. I tried to wear it at first, and I'm a small person, so it was just huge on me. It kept getting in the way. Whenever I wanted to get in the tub, I would have to take it off and then put it back on, and I was induced, so I had an IV. So that was, having to take it all the way through the IV to get it off, and oh my god, it was so aggravating. So I ended up just getting into my bra, and it was way more comfortable. I didn't have to have all this baggy gown on me, and I can get in the tub with the bra on. But I do recommend bringing some shorts or panties. I did not bring that, and it was a little uncomfortable, so I do recommend bringing that. The sixth thing is to bring snacks. You might not be hungry, but the people that are going to be there with you will get hungry. And you're not going to want them to leave. my poor husband was so hungry, and he made me feel so much better, so I really didn't want him to leave me, but I ended up having to suck it up and let him run and get something to eat. So I would recommend to bring some snacks so that they can have something to eat while they're there with you. The sixth thing is to have someone in charge, of taking pictures. He's just moving all around. He's trying to eat. Oh, hold on, man. My mom took pictures for me, and just, it all happened so quick that, you really, after you're done with all of it, you really don't remember all of it. It's crazy. So having the pictures to go back and look on and seeing what I accomplished and what I did and seeing the video was very rewarding. So I would have somebody not take the normal posing smile pictures, but taking the real pictures of what you're going through and having them to look back on and to show people and to brag on is awesome. So I definitely recommend that. Okay, some things that I did for the pain. I bought essential oils, and I really think they helped. I mixed a lot of them up. I diffused them in the room. I rubbed them on me. Any nurse or any person who walked in was like, "Oh my God, it smells so good in here. It's so calm." And I really think they helped. So if you want to look into them, that's something I did for the pain. Another thing is get a birthing ball. My hospital actually supplied them, so I didn't have to buy one. But I sat on a birthing ball pretty much the whole time. I sat on it, and then I leaned on my husband pretty much the whole time, and it really helped. That was the position that I liked. The third thing for pain is they don't allow heating pads at the hospital I was at, so I brought a crock pot, and I filled it halfway with water. I put some oils in it, and then I put 3 rags in it. And I would get the rags when they were warm, and I would put them on my lower stomach. And I really liked that too. I think it really helped. My aunt was actually in charge of giving me new hot rags because they would get cold kind of quick, and it really helped. So pretty much the whole time she would just be handing me new rags. Another thing I did was got some cold water and a little bit of ice, and I put some peppermint oils in it, and I put rags in that, and I put that on my head and on my neck when I was getting overheated, and that helped too. Something else that helped with the pain was just remembering when I was having a contraction, you feel the contraction coming on, and I would think to myself, okay, it's coming, it's gonna get painful, but it's gonna go away. The pain don't last, 90 seconds at the most, and it's going to go away. So while I was, sorry, I had to deal with the baby again. So while I was having a contraction, when it would come on, I would think to myself, okay, it's going to get really painful, but it's not going to last. It's going to go away. So just breathe through the painful part. It's only going to last a little bit, and it's going to get better. And I just kept reminding myself that every time a contraction would come on, and when the painful part came on, I would just breathe through it, and then it would go away, and it would get better. So, and then you have a break in between contractions. So it's not a steady, constant pain. You get a break in between it, and the pain really, the hardcore bad pain really only lasts like 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the most. So just knowing to get through them 15 seconds really helps. Okay, so the tips I have whenever you get in the transition phase is, whenever you start feeling like you're about to be in the transition phase, and you will know because it's going to start getting really, really intense and contractions are going to be a lot closer together. Get into a position that you like. With me, it happened so quick that I was kind of sitting on my legs, and it was really uncomfortable, but I was hurting too bad to move out of that position, and I was kind of scared to move because I was in so much pain. So whenever you are about to be in the transition phase, I recommend getting in a position that is comfortable for you so that you don't have to move. Another thing is to have something to focus on. With me, I didn't know that this was going to be what I had to focus on, but it really helped with chewing gum. I was chewing a piece of gum and my husband actually tried to take it from me, but when the contractions would come on, I would just think about chewing the gum. And it would help me to not get my jaw locked up and to not get real tense because I would be chewing. And it just helped me get through the contractions. I know it sounds weird, but it just helped me focus somehow, so I'm glad I was chewing gum. And another thing is to make noise. Make a moaning noise or a groaning sound. Make a sound, because it kind of is like it releases pressure or something whenever you're making a noise. If you watched my video, which I'm sure you did, you would see that I made a lot of noise when I was having contractions, and it really does help. And the last thing I have is about pushing. This was the part I was most terrified of, was pushing. I was so scared. And I read a lot of blogs about how women didn't want coach pushing. They would say to trust your body, and I was just too scared to do that. I definitely wanted coached pushing. I wanted the doctor to tell me when to push and how to push, because I didn't think that I could do it on my own without the doctor telling me how to do it. But my labor happened so quick that the doctor wasn't in there, and whenever I started getting the urge to push, I wasn't trying to push because, like I said, the doctor wasn't in there. So I was just breathing through the contractions, and I had a contraction, and I started pushing, and it wasn't, like, I couldn't help but to push. Like, I had to push. And then the next contraction, it was just nothing but pushing, and that's when the baby came out. But, how do I say this? I don't know, it's like your body really does take over and knows what to do. And so if I was y'all, I would definitely go for the not getting coached while you're pushing, because your body will take over and you will know when to push and how to push and when to stop pushing. You're going to know how to do it. Your body is going to do it for you if you want to or if you don't want to. I didn't want to push. I wanted to wait till the doctor came in. I wanted to wait until they lift my legs up. But I couldn't control it. I had to push whenever my body was ready to. And it was amazing. It was like I did it on my own. The doctor didn't tell me how to push or when to push or when to stop pushing. I just did it on my own, and I had my baby on my own. And it was very rewarding. So if I was you, I would write in your birth plan to not get coached pushing and just to try it on your own, because I promise your body will take over and will do it itself. I hope these tips helped. I'm sorry the video is all shaky. I'm trying to hold the baby too, and I kind of went through them quick so that I could feed him because he is getting hungry. I will make another video showing y'all some of the tools I brought and the kinds of oils that I used, if that'll help y'all out. Give me some, I can't even think of the words. Tell me some videos y'all want me to do so that I can make them for y'all. Anything that would help. Any, videos about the natural birth, about the induced birth, about the baby, or anything y'all want to hear about me or my other kids, just let me know and I'll make a video for y'all. Bye.